there, photography beginners! In this video, we are going to be sharing 10 essential photography tips to help you improve your skills and take your photos to the next level. Whether you are using a smartphone, a point-and-shoot camera, or a DSLR, these tips will help you create better photos and develop your own unique style. One of the most important aspects of photography is understanding exposure. This involves knowing how to adjust your camera's aperture, shutter speed, and ISO to get the right amount of light in your photos. Take some time to learn the basics of exposure and experiment with different settings to see what works best for different shooting situations. Lighting is crucial in photography, and it can make or break your photos. Try to shoot in natural light whenever possible, and pay attention to the direction and quality of the light. Avoid harsh midday sun and experiment with different times of the day capture different moods and effects. Composition is the arrangement of elements within a photo, and it can greatly affect the overall look and feel of your images. Try to follow the rule of thirds, which involves dividing your frame into thirds horizontally and vertically and placing your subject at one of the intersections. Experiment with different angles and perspectives to create more interesting and dynamic compositions. Focal length refers to the distance between your camera's lens and its sensor, and it can greatly affect the look of your photos. Experiment with different focal lengths to capture different perspectives and achieve different effects. For example, wide-angle lenses can create a sense of space and depth, while telephoto lenses can compress a scene and create a more intimate feel. Shooting in RAW formats allows you to capture more details and information in your photos, which gives you more flexibility when it comes to editing and processing your images. RAW filters are larger and take up more space, but they are worth it if you want to have more control over your final images. Editing is an important part of the photography process, and it can help you bring out the best in your images. Use editing software to adjust things like exposure, contrast, color, and sharpness, but be careful not to overdo it. Remember that editing should enhance your photos, not completely change them. There are many different types of photography, from landscape and portrait to street and abstract. Experiment with different genres to find what you enjoy and what you are good at. Don't be afraid to try new things and push yourself out of your comfort zone. Practice, practice, practice. The more you practice, the better you'll get. Take your camera with you wherever you go and look for opportunities to shoot. Practice different techniques and experiment with different settings to see what works best for you. Don't be afraid to learn from other photographers. Look at their work and try to figure out what makes their photos so good. Attend workshops, take online courses, and join photography groups to connect with other photographers and learn new techniques. Photography should be fun and enjoyable. Don't get too caught up in the technical aspects, and remember to enjoy the process. Take photos of things that interest you and capture moments that you want to remember. And there you have it, 10 essential photography tips for beginners. We hope these tips help you improve your photography skills and develop your own unique style. Don't forget to subscribe to our channel for more photography tips and tutorials. Happy shooting!